Hey guys. How does that sound? Third time lucky? Am I starting to sound like a human being, or do we just can this idea of showing you my favorite YouTube shows? Oh gosh. I can't hear. I can't hear unless I watch myself live. I got to wait for someone to come back here. Come back. I've got sound. Fantastic. Sounds good. Thank you guys. You guys are fantastic. What happens, and this is, I think, the second or third time I've done this. Last night I was using my head rush, and the head rush, when it goes through my focus right and all these drivers, it does something. And I should always remember that. I should always reboot the computer after I play on head rush. Thank you guys for coming back. I'll have to re-edit this video at the start for people who want to watch this replay. Where was I? Okay. So you'll have to bear with me. Before I had to reboot the computer, I had all the YouTube screens all ready to go to show you guys. So I'll just key them in when we share the screen. I've got the list here of the channels anyway that we're going to talk about. So that's cool. We can do that. We can talk about some of the YouTube channels that I follow, and we can have a bit of a chat. But like I was saying before, you guys alerted me about the quality of my sound. For the last couple of hours, I've been watching the world champs in Oregon, the athletic world champs. And this isn't a political statement at all. It's not meant to be. But after watching the Olympic Games and a couple of other world events over the last couple of years, isn't it wonderful to watch a sporting event when people are just not wearing face masks? It's fantastic. I love it. Well done. Looking forward to watching 9 days of world champion athletics. Yeah. And also, I'm going to get an opportunity to do a shout out to you guys. Like I said to you before, I don't normally get a chance to do this on the 5150 show when we're talking Van Halen. That's Hoss's job. And on ranking the tracks, it's the Rock Professor's job. So I'll promise that I'll do a shout out. And like I said to you guys before, you'll have to bear with me when I key in the addresses of these YouTube channels that I follow. So we can have a chat about that. Some of them you might be aware of, and maybe some you don't. So it's always worth having a bit of a chat, because again, like I was trying to say in my original introduction, our channel is about sharing YouTube channels, sharing people's experiences. The collaboration is important. Does that make sense? I think it does. I was going to say something else. Oh, thank you guys, everybody in the chat. Thank you for helping, the Rock Professor and I, Brad and Hoss, by being part of our community, by sharing our channel, by making comments on our videos. Without you guys helping us, we wouldn't get to a stage where we've got 4,000 subscribers, and we're always humbled by that. And we're always humbled by the fact that people come back and watch our videos. So thank you. And I would like, if you haven't already, to go to our channels page. And all the friends that our channel is associated with, all their channels are on there. And I urge you, please, to go and subscribe to them all. It's a simple thing to do. Hitting that subscribe button for a YouTube channel doesn't cost a thing. It's easy to do, but it certainly helps a lot of channels, especially when, They need to get to that 1,000 mark. It's an important thing for a lot of YouTube channels to get there. I can attest to that. YouTube push you a little bit higher in whatever they do with the algorithms. So let's help. There's a lot of channels, a lot of our friends on there that want to get to 1,000. So if you guys can do that, that'll be cool, please. And when you do that, tell them that the 5150 show sent you. Do that too. And if you want to be on there, let me know. Let Brad know. Let the Rock Professor know. Let Hoss know. Flick us a message. And I promise we'll put your channel up on there. I'm going to do a quick shout out, guys. Dan of New Jersey, nice to see you, brother. Thank you for jumping on. Johnny Heartbreaker, thank you for being a channel member here. We are going to have a t-shirt draw at the end of this month for people. We've had a couple already on the channel, so we look forward to having, I think, our third one. So we'll let you guys know what we're going to do there. Greg Roberts, thank you, Greg. Thank you, brother, for joining us. CC, new name. Bent, Tom, how are you, brother? Nelson Rodriguez, thank you for being a channel member, bro. Fantastic. Appreciate your support. Who else do we have here? Arvin. Arvin being with us right from the start. One of the guys. Thank you, Arvin. Right from the word go. Drops Family Garden. Thank you, brother. Go and check out Drops channel, guys. Got some interesting stuff going on there. Christopher Live. Sawa. Thank you, bro. You have some interesting content too going on your social media. Always appreciate it. Helene O'Hara. Hey, Helene, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Helene has been a solid supporter of our channel for a while too. Thank you, Helene. Who else have I missed? I think I got everybody. I think I got everybody here. Teresa from Brazil. Thank you, Teresa. Another outstanding supporter of the channel, sharing our channel in Portuguese with her Brazilian community. We've picked up a lot of subscribers from Brazil, so we thank you for that, Teresa. Tim Thomas, another good friend. You guys are fantastic. And isn't it amazing that we can jump on other shows and I see some familiar names always in other chats. And talking about that, you guys may have already noticed if you regularly come and have a look at the channel, we've got Ben Coombs scheduled to come on board and hang out with us next month. I certainly look forward to that. Well done, Ben. He reached 4,000 subscribers approximately a week ago, the same time that we did. And we're going to get together and we're going to share some of our experiences of being small YouTubers and some of the lessons and some of the mistakes that we've made, just in case anybody wants to start their own social media or YouTube channel. Like I've said on a lot of other comments and a lot of other shows, YouTube is a big place. It's a huge place, and there's lots of room for everybody to do lots of things. And I've told you guys this before. I subscribe back to just about every channel that subscribes to us, and it's amazing some of the channels, some of the content that people have on YouTube, the interests that people have, and the amount of followers some of these channels have. So it's certainly, and just by doing that, I thought I knew social media, but just by subscribing back to these channels, it's just reinforced how big YouTube is. And I'm going to say that too. I'm going to say one other thing too. If you're a YouTube channel and you get subscribers, subscribe back to people. Have a cup of coffee, jump on your YouTube channel, and hit those subscribe buttons to everybody that's subscribed to you. Good thing to do. Some of these bigger channels. just a little bit of advice. I'm going to promise to keep an eye on the chat, but you guys can certainly chat amongst yourselves. I'm having a look there. I'm having a look there. Having a look. Okay. Fantastic. I've subscribed to a few here. Mike, yes. Farad, the host, the list go. Thank you, Greg. That's exactly what you should do. It's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing to do. Right, guys. So I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to pull up the first channel, and I'm going to share that with you guys. I had that already ready to go before we discovered I had sound problems. Okay, there it is there. Go to share screen. And where is it? Okay. You guys should be able to see that. 5 watt world. Some of you guys might be familiar with Keith and his videos. A lot of them are fascinating. The short histories that he does. For example, here on this front page, the short history of the Les Paul, the Stratocaster, the Telecaster, the ES335, the Gibson SG. And he also has the history of guitars that a guitar player will have. You know, Jerry Garcia's guitars, a short history. Jimmy Page, Jimmy Page's amps and effects. It's just phenomenal what Keith does. But okay, I'm just gonna give me a second, guys. I need to navigate here. Hold on. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna let me do that? Hold on. Yes, I think it will. So yesterday, Keith had this wonderful show, The Tones of Eric Clapton, with Jeff McCurlin. Forgive me, Jeff, if I've pronounced that wrong. I've known Jeff from a lot of the courses that he offers. He does a British Electric Blues course. It's phenomenal. I've bought it. It's fantastic. I recommend you check Jeff's guitar lessons out. But what's really interesting on this video here is that they've gone through and they've made some patches for what did they make the patches for? I forget what it is. I think it's maybe it might be the what does it say? The Helix? No, the Line 6. Anyway, Jeff is going through and he's describing in detail the different eras of Clapton's tone and what he did on the modeler to get that guitar tone. Fascinating stuff. Check it out. It's got everything that we as guitar nuts and Clapton nuts love. Again, it's, you know, Jeff's opinion on a lot of things. But the good thing about Jeff and Keith is that they can back it up because they've got that track record, you know, and Jeff's a guitar player. So, yeah, check it out, guys. And let's have a look here at his channel. If we go... Let's have a look here. So 5 Watt World has been around since 2017. 189,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what's interesting with Keith is that he doesn't use his channels page. That's interesting. I would have thought he would have been up there. Doesn't use his channels page at all. That's good to see that he uses his community page. It's always a good thing to use. You'd be surprised how much YouTube are pushing posts on your community page as well. Just another way to get what you want out to people. I'm going to go back here to the chat, see what you guys are saying. Yeah, man. 5 Watt World is a hot program, man. I eat that stuff up like breakfast cereals. Yeah, Nelson, you're fantastic. What else are you guys saying here? If you have talent in one skill, you can substitute that for raw wattage. Keith can pull at that, pull that off. I have about 1,000 watts to draw out. Okay, Hobo Roadie, I get it. Cool comment. Okay, so here it is here. And Bent would know that because Jeff is a Canadian. So it's Mac Erlane. Thank you, Bent. Mac Erlane. Still looking for a small amp. Yeah. Thank you, Andrew, for the kind words. No problem, Helene. That's wonderful. You guys are cool. Yeah, so I highly recommend you subscribe to what Keith is doing here on 5 Watt World. It's fantastic. His histories, his short histories especially, and he's on the money. He's on the money with the facts too. So there's a lot of work that goes into clearly those videos that he does. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna this is in no particular order too, these channels. So I'm gonna key in the next one. Guitar World. I think this is the guy. Yes. Okay, so I discovered this guy here. He's a Japanese guy. About 5 years ago, and he used to do some short licks, Clapton licks, Stevie Ray Vaughan licks. It was just phenomenal. Let's have a look at his playlist. Give you a bit of an idea. So he's doing Slash, Albert Collins, Lonnie Johnson, Chuck Berry, Otis Rush, Buddy Guy, Stevie Ray Vaughan, John Mayer, John Bonamassa, Clapton, Robin Ford. It's just phenomenal. And he does these short little videos. And initially, he would have the tabs up of the short little licks. He doesn't do that now. You have to subscribe to his paid wall service to get those. But never mind, he still has fantastic videos for you to check out. A couple of things. The delicate finesse that this guy has when he's playing the guitar is wonderful. And the tone. You know, there's a lot of videos out there, a lot of channels out there that offer lessons, and their tones aren't necessarily that good, but that's okay because, you know, they're guitar lesson channels. But what strikes me in particular about Blues Guitar World is his tone. Fantastic. So let's have a look and see. 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, 5 years ago. That's about right. Since 2016. Has an Instagram account, has his Twitter account, and his lick library. That's where you have to go to pay to get the tabs. He uses his channel page, so he's got Blues Guitar World Lick Library, and what does this say? Healing Guitar. And he uses his community page. Well, he hasn't used it for a while. 7 months ago was his last post. But before that, he was using it quite regularly. Cool. Check that channel out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go back here to the chat. Oh, he's not Canadian. Are you sure? Okay, I'm not going to argue with you, Ben. You're not Canadian. Oh, I'll just be quiet. You're a global citizen. He's a global citizen. We'll just keep it at that. Then I won't get into trouble with people by assuming national identities that they're not. Greg Zeppelin, how are you, brother? Good to see you. Jeff is from Brooklyn, New York City. He's an American. Okay, that's cool. I don't know why I was confused there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend to make up a story on that one, Bent. All right, let me find the next channel to show you guys. YouTube channel up. Make sure we go to it, not the website. Here we go. I think that's it. No, that's not him. Hold on, guys. Where is he? You guys keep talking while I find him. I found him. Ladies and gentlemen. I found him. Here we go. Jump over here, share screen. Chrome tab. Share. Can you guys see this? Death Ray Cat. This guy is phenomenal. He's an English guy. Does a lot of rockabilly stuff. Authentic. The real deal. Got the sleeves. Got the Gretsch guitars. There he is there. It's just phenomenal what he does. Got some outstanding playlists. Play like Link Ray, and we all know about Link Ray. Rumble, the only instrumental to be banned from radio. A lot of riffs there from the Cramps. Nico was his name, and he also has his own band called X-Ray Cat Trio. So they do a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Original stuff as well. Psychobilly, does a lot of psychobilly, a lot of surf music lessons. Just wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Worth checking out. And we all know that rockabilly is coming back into fashion, will be coming back into fashion because of the Elvis movie. Some will say it was never out of fashion. Yeah. So Nico's been around, ladies and gentlemen, since 2010. And he's got his links there. He's got a website, Facebook, Instagram, merch, and he also has a Patreon account worth checking out. Doesn't use his channels page. Good to see that he uses his community page. There's some of his guitars there. Look at that Gretsch. Wow. That's at a gig. Beautiful. There's his playlists. We've already discussed that. And one more shot of his homepage. There it is there. Super cool channel. And I'm going to say one of the reasons why these channels are inspiring for me personally is the sincerity that these channels have, the authenticity that they have. It's great. It's great to go and watch this on another channel. This guy Nico is a rockabilly, lives and breathes rockabilly. Clearly, it's what keeps him alive. That's not a bad thing. Bent Tom is right. I watched that video. It's an interesting video. Go and check it out where JD Simo talks about, how he was approached to do the guitar parts in the Elvis movie. Great story. Great movie. I went and saw it on Wednesday with a couple of friends. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. I thoroughly recommend it. And when you have, we'll all get back together here and we'll do a live stream and we'll talk about it. I think it's a topic of its own show on this channel. I want to say, Ben, I think I don't want to influence you, but I think you'll be, you'll enjoy it. It's well worth it. Go and check it out. Faux show. I like tiki surf, punk, reggae, dancehall, rockabilly, all kinds of stuff. Nelson, look, I do too. I'm going to make, that's my second Gretsch. That's a Gretsch Nashville I bought 2 weeks ago. Paid a lot of money for it, but never mind. And I had a Korean-made Gretsch I got in 2017. Had it for about 3 months. Mistakenly sold it. Went to the guitar store to pick up a Korean Gretsch. Saw this. Played the Korean Gretsch and this Japanese Gretsch, and because we're guitar players, we understood clearly the difference that was in our hands, on our knee, but also what we were hearing, and the differences were remarkable. I had to walk out with that. But if you're regulars on the channel, I think a couple of times we've mentioned Stray Cats in 1980, 1981. I was a young guy when that album came out. And yeah, it was certainly a whirlwind of interest in rockabilly, rock and roll music. amongst my friends back in 1980 and 1981. And I do remember this. I do remember some of my friends saying, "Oh man, that's old music." And that was back in 1981. Yeah. I like Tom Hanks too. Yeah, definitely. He plays the part of the Colonel well. Thank you, Bent. She's a gorgeous guitar. It's slightly narrower. It's what they call the Players Series. Slightly narrower, gold hardware, locking tuners. So because the Bixby has a tendency to sort of go out of tune, so they say. But I've never experienced that myself with Bigsby's. Sorry. But with the locking tuners, yeah, just a phenomenal guitar. Well set up. I've got to say this, Gretch. It was out of all the guitars I've bought out of the case, it was perfect. The setup, the strings, the action. I had to do nothing to this except for release the strings so that you can take the piece of wood out. Sorry, the piece of paper that's between the bridge and the deck. They give you a piece of paper, and and then sort of got to lift the bridge up because it's pinned. Pull the piece of paper out, and then just drop the bridge down. Perfect. And Brian Setzer is so underrated. What? Oh, drink that bottle down. Drink that bottle down. Everyone talks about Stray Cats and Rock This Town, but go and check out. It was, I think, B-side of one of the singles, and it was the one that me and a couple of my friends were certainly listening to, because that's the one that's got this bluesy kind of start, and the solo is bluesy, and Lee Rocker, the bass player, is doing the lead vocals. Go and check it out if you want to get blown away by that band. And bear in mind, in 1980, 1982, Brian was only 22, 21 years old, and he was playing like out of his skin. Phenomenal guitar player. So, yeah, go and check it out, guys. Bent saying Brian is from New York as well. Phenomenal guitar player. Okay, guys, let me pull up the second channel to share with you. There it is. Pull that over there. Share screen. Chrome tab. There it is there. Share. Okay, guys. So this guy here, his name is Clifton Hicks. This guy here is a phenomenal banjo player. An American, ex-serviceman. Normally plays the Appalachian claw hammer, two fingers style banjo. A lot of people might be familiar with the Earl Scruggs three finger style. That's best known in the Beverly Hillbillies tune, or the one that's what was that famous film in the late 60s with Faye Dunaway and Bonnie and Clyde theme as well. But Clifton's style is the Appalachian country style, claw hammer. If you guys aren't familiar with that, I recommend you go and check it out. I've been a bluegrass fan for about 7 years. I was lucky enough to work with a guy here in New Zealand, a guy called Paul Trenwith, who started a premier band here in New Zealand called the Hamilton County Bluegrass Band in the late 60s. And he brought bluegrass not only to New Zealand but to Australia. And what struck me, guys and girls, about bluegrass in particular, I knew a little bit about country. We always know a little bit about country, don't we? Was the sincerity, the honesty, and the reality of everyday life that was reflected in the music and in the songs. Remarkably similar to the blues music, to the blues stuff that we've been listening to. And that's what I like about it. It's just real. It's real music, and it's being played today by, real people. And this guy's just phenomenal. Go and check it out, please, if you like that kind of music. Let's have a look and see what Clifton's been up to. So he's had his channel since 2007. Look at the views. Wow. It's from Tennessee. There's his biography there. Born in 85. Inherited the banjo tradition from Ernie Williams of Alabama and George Gibson of Kentucky. U.S. Army Armored Cavalry. Yeah, just phenomenal. And these are social media links: Banjo Heritage, Bandcamp, Spotify, PayPal, Patreon, Instagram, iTunes, and Venmo. So you can follow him on a lot of different platforms. One channel, Permaculture Appalachia, on his channel. And there's his community page. So he uses his community page. There's a photo there of Lead Belly. He is phenomenal, because if you check out his Instagram or his Twitter account, he posts a lot of these historic photos, and I love it because of that. Here we go, Mr. and Mrs. Frank Pipkin, being recorded in 1941. Here we have Unidentified Fiddler with Dancers, 1890. Here we have the Florence Military Prison series, an orchestra. That's a drawing. Another drawing of a banjo player at a saloon. Here we go. Here, Taylor, a musician drummer with the 78th United States Colored Troops in 1860. Here we have sailors with their instruments on board the USS Brooklyn. Wow, 1900. What a tough place that would have been. Look at the faces. You got black guys and white guys. Phenomenal. Here we go. Here, an unidentified musician from 1860s. Another guitar player around the same time. Yeah. Alma Plantation, False River, Louisiana, 1934. And there's Clifton there with a deer behind him. Just phenomenal. Again, this is what we love about YouTube and social media. This is just a musician. Clearly loves the banjo and the associated history with it. On his biography, you can see that he's completed a degree in anthropology, so he knows how to do research to get these photos and present these photos on his YouTube channel for us to sit back and marvel at and go, wow, look at the history and the smiles and the faces. So look at this banjo player here from Ohio, 1860, 1870s. Another banjo player, 1850. Wow. I could just... Okay. You guys blown away by that? What are the comments? What are you guys saying? Hey, Janice, nice to see you. The banjo is an African instrument. That's correct. That's correct, Bent. Absolutely. African instrument. It's an instrument that has united different cultures, different peoples. What were the strings made of? Back then, I think you said catgut. I think so. But certainly, what are they made out of today? I don't know when they became metal strings. I don't know. You guys go and sub to his channel and ask him that question. Yeah, Bent's right. Catgut strings. Mountain people also do their own type of tap dancing called flatfoot dancing. Exactly. They get a piece of wood, they put it down, and go for it. Love it. It's fantastic. All right, guys, I'm going to grab the next channel to talk about. Give me a second. Come on, computer. There it is. Pull that over there. Share screen. Share screen. Everybody is here. There's no new names in the chat. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. So this channel here, James, you guys might be familiar with this guy. He's been around for a long, long time on YouTube. He used to have a channel called Priv Tricker, and it's still, actually after this, I'll pull it up. We'll pull up Priv Tricker. This is his current one, James. And the guitar lessons that this guy provides, clearly this guy has played in a lot of pub bands. He's a Led Zeppelin nut. He knows exactly what he's trying to get across, and it's trying to be as simple as possible for a giggy musician or a serious bedroom player. So he doesn't go into a lot of the theory. He just presents the lessons, gives always good advice. His number one advice to any guitar player is use your ear. Go and listen to the record. He's not going to tell you that your fifth finger needs to be on the sixth string of the third fret. He's telling you, it's an A. So go and have a fiddle around, but go and listen to the record. Great advice. Phenomenal teacher. Has some excellent guitars. Go and look at some of the videos of some of the guitars that he's got. He presents them, talks about them, and gives a general history. Always love that. Always love when ordinary guys talk about their guitars. Let's have a look at his channel. So he's been around since 2015 on this channel, and I'll tell you why he changed channels. This channel, this is his description. This channel is a positive place, no negativity allowed. We'll talk about that just as in 2 minutes. His channel page, he's got one channel there called Rock and Roller. Got to subscribe to that channel. Haven't subscribed to that, so it's worth checking out. He doesn't use his community page, which doesn't surprise me at all. And there's his doesn't use his playlists. Okay, so he just has his videos up. The End by the Beatles, Space Oddity lesson, I'm the One lesson, My Guitars, Reeling in the Years lesson, Junk by Paul McCartney, The Rain Song by Led Zeppelin, just all over the place. There's his guitars. There he's talking about his Fender Stratocaster George Harrison. Well worth checking out. So he started his channel, his second channel, because he was getting weird comments on YouTube. And if you guys have been around on YouTube for a while, 2015, 14, 13, around there were a lot of weirdo comments on YouTube channels back then. Not so much now, because as we all know, YouTube have this algorithm now and these guidelines, and they get rid of you if you start saying weird, out of it, crazy stuff, and that's fine. That's fine. If you want to say weird, crazy, out of it stuff, there's plenty of other places to go and do that. That's okay. I'm not saying that you can't say weird, crazy, out of it stuff, but clearly on YouTube they don't encourage it, and nor do we. Hey Andy, so he tells us on his old channel why he started James, and it's because he doesn't show his face when he gives his lessons, so it's just from his neck down, and he was getting these weird comments from guys saying, "We know who you are, we know where you work, we know your wife," and all it had to do with was because of the way that he was presenting his lessons and discussing ways that he plays a certain song. And again, you guys might remember, it probably still happens to some extent today on some channels. Someone's going to say, "That's not how you play it. That's not how Jimmy Page played it." And then write, 50 paragraphs. No, generally they don't write anything. They just say silly little five-word sentences. But so he started James right from the word go, that if anybody was going to make any negative comment on his channel, he was just going to delete it. So rather than ditch Priv Tricker, his old channel, he just left it up there and decided that he was going to start his new channel, James, with that mindset. And I think that's a pretty good thing to do. Bunny Jams, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. I avoid channels with dramas. Yep, I agree. Hey, Fruitcake Tony, good to see you. So are you guys familiar with James? If you haven't, check him out. I'm an American dude. I love putting this comment on some of his videos. Something like this. Especially when he brings out his guitar stash. I'll say, this is a good example of somebody doing exactly what their parents said. Get a good education, then you can get a good job, earn lots of money, and buy lots of really cool guitars. Yeah, good advice, eh? Hold on, guys. I've got 2 more channels to share with you. We'll get rid of that one. I'll find the second to last one. Here it is. Cool. Pull that over there. And share the screen. Okay, guys. And girls. So this guy here. Oh, what have I done? Right. Okay. So this guy here, another rockabilly dude. Dekker Sugar. Rockabilly nut. Been following this guy for about a year. His lessons are phenomenal. This guy offers intricate, detailed stray cats. Brian sets of lessons to the core, and he doesn't use not being able to speak English as an excuse for not getting his lessons across. Go and check out his videos. He's got these two I forget the word, characters, Japanese characters, and they're talking in Japanese, and then underneath you've got the English translation of what they're saying in regards to the lesson that he's providing. It's pretty cool. He's the real deal, this guy. Let's have a look at him. Yeah, just a phenomenal guy, phenomenal guitar player. Go and check out his channel, guys. And he's only got 1,000, just over 1,500 subscribers. But let's have a look and see how long he's been around for. So he's been around for since 2011, which is interesting. He's got his social media links here. So he's got a web shop, Apple Music, his own personal web page, a school. I gather that would be a subscription service, another online shop, Spotify account, and another channel, plus his Twitter account. He uses his channel page, which is good. Here's Bryant, the Stray Cats, Elvis. Good to see that he uses those. And there's his community page. Just phenomenal. And there's his playlist. So he provides you with a playlist, which is really good. Yeah, go and check him out if you guys sets are nuts and you want to get a bit of an idea on how to be authentic with the playing. This is the guy that's certainly going to do it. He's got the touch. What are we missing here in the chat, guys? The Japanese guy is playing. Yeah, that's right. Guitar Hack. Hey, Guitar Hack. How's it going, bro? Good to see you. Go and check out Guitar Hack, guys, if you haven't already subscribed. And we've got Fruitcake Tony in the chat. Go and please check out Fruitcake Tony. Helen Minter, good to see you, Helen. Thanks for jumping on board with us. You guys are awesome. The last channel we have on our fave YouTube channels, part 2, is this guy. Where is he? Where is he? There he is there. Okay. Pull that over there. Oh, what's going on? Bloody hell. Right, that's better. Share the screen. Right, this guy here, Carl Baldassar, a composer, professor of classic rock. We've got the rock professor. This is the professor of classic rock. You guys know what I mean there. Yeah. Go and check out Carl's stuff. He is a Led Zeppelin nut. This guy offers some interesting perspectives into a lot of the riffs and the guitar techniques that Jimmy Page uses. Carl's been he'll tell you his story himself on a lot of the videos. He's been a Led Zeppelin nut since he was 14 years old. Since, like most of us, he heard his older sister's records and just fell in love with this great music. But what's really interesting is that Carl, because he's a trained composer, gives guys like us who are just, guitar players, this distilled, easy to digest way of understanding what these guitar players were trying to achieve without being too academic, if that makes any sense. And certainly that's a gift. And Carl's one of the guys, that has that ability, in my opinion. Again, another channel worth checking out. Let's see a little bit about what Carl's been up to. So Carl's been around, wow, he's only been on YouTube since 2020. An American based in the States. There's his social media links. He has an Instagram account and another link to another video on his channel. So go and check that out. Carl doesn't use his channel's page. He uses his community page, which is great. So look at this. So 7 months ago, Carl had 1,000 subscribers. 7 months ago. Now Carl's got 15,000 subscribers. Phenomenal growth. Yeah, just phenomenal. And he doesn't provide us with a playlist. Yeah, again, guys, and I'm going to include their links in this post. It's not a criticism, it's just an observation, because it was pointed out to me when we started our channel by, I can't remember. If I remember who told me, I'll shout out, but said do playlists. Do playlists. It makes it just easier for people who follow you to go and find a specific video that they may have been referencing or talking to somebody about, and you want to be able to make it easy for people to get into your content. So playlists do that. If you don't have a playlist, go and create them. It's easy to do. And then just go and tick all the videos that you've created, and you can have them in one playlist. If you've got 10 playlists, you can have them in all of them. Or if you've got a specific video you want to go into a specific playlist, easy to do. And this will give you a bit of an idea of the videos. Ain't Nobody's Fault But Mine, guitar lesson. Go and check that out. 7 neglected Led Zeppelin guitar riffs. Back in Black, we love that. His custom rig. You know, we never get tired of listening or watching videos when guitar players are talking about their rig. And there's some interesting composer plays and reacts to certain songs. Just fascinating. Well done, Carl. So what I'll do, if you're watching a replay, I'll have all these YouTube channels linked to this channel. Sorry, to this video. And I don't think I did that on part 1. And so here's me talking about having playlists, making it easier for people to get hold of your videos. And I didn't include links to the channels that we talked about on part 1. I'll have to get some time aside to do that. Hey, R2, R3 Lucky Nut, how are you, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well over there in Chicago. R2, R3, you've got to come on and do a show with us, bro. We've been talking about this for years. So, yeah, we've got to organise something. 19 people watching. Thank you guys for being patient with me while we went through the the mic issues that we had on the 2 attempts, or was it 3 attempts to go live? We got there in the end. I'm going to say it again. If you've watched this far, and if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do. If you haven't subscribed to our friends who are on our channel's page, please do. It's important for us and for them. And if you get some time when you're having a coffee, grab any one of those channels, cut and paste, and share a video or a playlist on your social media. That certainly helps if you can do that for everyone. We certainly try to do it. I'm just R2, R3. You used to be on a show with Dave. That's right, Dave, and oh gosh, all these names in my head. I'm getting old. The truck driver. Oh gosh. Can someone help me? Joe Wentz. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, Nelson. Yeah, if this is a good time for you, R2, R3, to do a show, this is it's just past 3 p.m. here for me on a Saturday afternoon. So I suspect it's Friday early evening for you. Love to. Yeah, right. Dave Stafford and Joe Wentz. Yeah. Yeah, that was an awesome show. Yeah, but R2, if you want to come on, I'd love to have you on, bro. I'd love to get you on and and talk about things. We should touch base, bro. Okay, guys, we're going to cruise. We've got some symmetry in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Thank you guys for hanging out and sharing part 2 of our favorite YouTube channels. We've got a lot of channels that we want to get through. If you want to be on there and quicker rather than later, send me a message. I'll get you on there. I'll get you on part 3. Good show. Yeah, thanks, Johnny. Love hanging out with you guys. We always appreciate the support. We appreciate everything that you guys do for us, but not only for us, for our friends. Again, we're a channel about collaborating with people. We've got Fruitcake Tony in the chat. Go and subscribe to him, guys, if you're watching the replay. Help him get to 1,000. It's an important thing. Gretch Zeppelin is another great friend of the channel. Guitar Hack, another great friend. Go and subscribe to Guitar Hack. He has a lot of informative videos. He's got a couple of journalists that he goes live with, and they offer some detailed information on a lot of albums. And besides that, Guitar Hack will talk and play guitar, talk about Les Pauls. If you want to get Hack talking, ask him about his experiences with Gibson Les Pauls. Hey, Adam, nice to see you guys. We're going to cruise. I'm going to do a quick shout out while I can. Like I said at the top of the show, I don't normally do the shout outs. It's either Hoss on the 5150 show or the Rock Professor. So when I fly solo, I get to do a lot of things. R2R3 Lockie Nut. We've been friends for a long, long time. We've got Ben Coombs, R2R3, coming on the show next month. I think we sort of kind of met around the same time. So we've got Ben coming on to talk about his experiences and things he's learnt since he's ticked over 4K with subscribers. So that's going to be cool. Who else am I going to say goodbye to? Gretch Zeppelin. Can't go wrong with the Gretch. Can't go wrong with the Gretch. I agree with you. Tim Thomas, another good friend of the channel. Drops Family Gardens, thank you, bro. Down of New Jersey, thanks for hanging out with us. Nelson Rodriguez, good friend of the channel, thank you, brother. Who else? Fruitcake Tony, thank you, bro. Greg Roberts, Helene O'Hara, Arvin, Andy Carson, thank you for the super chat, bro. I missed that. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it. The channel does. Thank you. Do we have Boner Jams in here? Hobo Roadie, thank you, brother. Helen Winter, and I think Andy Carson. Boner Jams, there he is. Thank you, Boner. Go and check out what Boner Jams is doing on the Under the Bus Network. They're on our page, channel's page too. Go and check out what these guys are doing. Bent Tom, always a pleasure, bro. Sorry for confusing an American with a Canadian. It's something that Australians and New Zealanders don't like being confused over either. Okay. What's up, everybody? Okay. We're going to be back tomorrow with the Rock Professor and Brad. We're going to be talking about the Butterfield Blues Band, East West, classic American blues album. If you guys haven't checked it out and you want to be part of that live show with us, go and check it out. It's on Spotify. Mike Bloomfield, especially Mike Bloomfield, my gosh. And I suppose we've got to talk about the authenticity of Butterfield's harp playing. You know, he's got to be in the top 5 all-time blues harp players ever. If you guys have an opinion on that, share it with us tomorrow when we go live. Thanks, guys. Be safe, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Thank you.